It was Big Monday indeed as OU and Kansas met at Lloyd Noble Center with plenty on the line. With both the Sooners and Jayhawks tied at 11-1 in conference, the winner of this game would control their own Big 12 destiny. Not to mention the fact that the Sooners were defending a 19-game home winning streak. But perhaps the most important thing in the balance on Monday night was OU's confidence. After a close loss at Texas on Saturday night, Sooners wanted to prove they could beat a good Kansas team even without the nation's best player.
You almost expected Blake to rip that suit off and have a uniform on under it and come out and play. Didn't happen. What did happen is maybe the greatest crossover dribble drive in the history of Sooner basketball. Freshman Willie Warren was on fire early. Sooners led 7-6. Later on, Willie hits the three-pointer, capping 8 straight Willie Warren points. OU led 20-8. Willie was hyped up. Bill Self, not so much. Juan Patillo was not the super sidekick he usually proves to be. Patillo had 15.6 rebounds, but he made numerous mistakes. OU led 22-8. That's when Kansas went on a 16-0 run, led by freshman Tyshawn Taylor, who gets the bucket off the break. Taylor scored 11 points in the 16-0 run, had 16 points at the half, finished with 26. Taylor Griffin played pretty well in his little brother's absence, scoring 11 points and grabbing 6 boards. But he definitely had trouble containing 6'11 sophomore center Cole Aldridge, who finished with 15 points, 4 blocks, and 20 rebounds. Kansas increased its lead to 20 before Cade Davis caught fire and hit 3 of his 4 three-pointers in a 3-minute period. This trade cut the lead to 6, 62-56, with under 7 minutes remaining. After scoring 12 in the first half, Willie Warren added 11 more in the second. He was 3 of 6 from long range. OU was down only 3, 74-71. But Jayhawks junior guard Sharon Collins was unconscious, hitting 5 of 6 threes in the second half and scoring 22 of his 26 in the final 20 minutes. It was too much for the Sooners as Kansas wins 87-78. OU falls to second place in the Big 12 at 11-2 and has their home win streak snapped at 19.
We didn't want it bad enough. But, 2 losses is disappointing, yeah. But, I mean, you got to see some good out of it, I guess. It kind of exposed us and showed us some things that we need to work on both sides of the ball. But, again, it'll be great to have Blake back and, move on from these 2 losses.
Him being out, it just puts us in a better situation to become more of a team, find ourselves without him because, it's showing us that what we'll have to do if he gets in foul trouble early in the game and playing without him because he's not always going to be there. In tough situations, it'll be great to have him back and he'll be a huge bonus to our team. But adding him to what we have now, I feel like it'll make us an even better team down the stretch and we'll be tougher to beat.
Look, I want him out there. That may be freshman inexperience talking. Every situation can help. I tell guys, and my grandfather used to tell me when I was younger, you can learn something from anybody, even a fool. You can learn how not to be a fool by watching them. And so you can learn from every situation, and certainly these are opportunities for us to learn and grow and get better. But their coach would prefer to have him out there. If he's healthy, that's the main thing. We want him to be right.
Let's call it like it is. We caught an unbelievable, from a winning standpoint, a break tonight because, Blake was out. And he impacts the game in such a way that I'm not saying the outcome would have been different, but certainly it would have changed a lot of different things. And we wished he would have played. We talked about that a lot.
When we're at full strength, we're as good as anyone in the country. We've played 60 minutes without our leading scorer, our leading rebounder, the leading field goal percentage guy in the conference, our leading guy in block shots, and a guy that's a huge part of our offense. When we get everyone back, I think we'll be okay. These are just 2 bumps in the road for us. We can't. It's the same thing I've been telling our guys just when we were winning. Our highs can't be too high, our lows can't be too low.
As much as the Sooners hoped to prove they were a really good team without Blake Griffin, perhaps what Monday did the most was prove just how much better they are with him. Sooners' top rebounder had only 7, while Kansas big man Cole Aldridge grabbed 20. Many of the turnovers and much of the stalled offense can be traced directly back to the lack of a big man in the middle. Now OU just hopes they have him back by Saturday when the Sooners travel to Texas Tech for a 2:30 tip. Reporting from Lloyd Noble Center, David Fontenot, News OK TV.